Hi there, Ellwood City sports fans. Welcome into Stiefel Park here, as it is senior night for WPIL high school softball action. It's your Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Quaker Valley Quakers. It is senior night here, so we like to kick off those festivities. As you can see on your screen right now, we're a couple minutes away here from a couple of photos being taken. The seniors for Quaker Valley will be recognized, as well as the seniors there for the Lady Wolverines. We've got two of them, as today's matchup once again is your Quaker Valley Quakers taking on Ellwood City Wolverines. Brad Windhorst for Ellwood City Sports here. This game is slated for a 6:15 start, 6 o'clock set for the senior festivities. You can check out today's game on Ellwood City Sports softball YouTube page, or our YouTube page, as well as their Game Changer page. We do apologize for the past couple of days, weather-wise and illness. We'll talk about that later on. It's kind of played a factor in some of our broadcasts, but we do appreciate Coach Biondi for the baseball team and then Coach Schwartz here for the Ellwood City Lady Wolverine softball team. So we have two seniors on the day, and those two seniors are going to be number 2, Caitlin Kreitzer, as well as number 31, and that is Sarah Schwartz. Ellwood City Wolverines are wearing the non-traditional, the alternate jerseys today, the black jerseys with the blue numbers and the white pinstripes. Quaker Valley will be wearing their black jerseys with yellow and gold pinstripe, as well as the white. So first off there, you'll see number 2 in front of you on the screen there. That is Caitlin Kreitzer, multi-sport athlete that we're going to talk about here shortly when they go off the camera and set up for the game. And then the second one is number 31, that being Sarah Schwartz, a name that we are very familiar with. Coach Schwartz as well, sharing that last name. I wonder if there's a little connection there. But the Schwartz family as well as the Kreitzer family, we do appreciate it. Both these players have been very important to the success this year, not only for softball but multiple sports. And folks, we're going to talk about that probably at the end of the school year. Thad Sturgeon and myself, Brad, would like to do a video on how good and how great this senior class has been for Ellwood City Sports across the board. And we actually have a tally system sitting there waiting to be just shared and brought to you about fall, winter, and spring sports. But we still have baseball and softball being played. Track and field is in getting close to the end of Whitfield Championships, and then they will go to states. Same thing with tennis. We've gotten through the WPIL championship stuff for the most part, but then they will have states. We still have baseball and softball be played up till next week. So both these teams will not know exactly where they will go just yet. That will be determined next week on May the 9th. So let's take a moment here and let's recognize those two seniors for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Again, you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, the whole works, www.ecwolverines.com. And let's talk about those two individuals. The first one there being Caitlin Kreitzer. Caitlin coming into play with an on-base percentage of .273. Her first and only year of doing softball, primarily for the Lady Wolverines. She's played 14 games, played primarily in right field, has made a lot of opportunities there this year, and the stats may not necessarily show what she has done for this team, but the experience there for the Lady Wolverines. And with that being said, Caitlin will be continuing her sports career at Westminster College for basketball, and with once again a multi-athlete sport athlete. Caitlin has played organized sports for Ellwood in football, basketball, soccer, softball, track, field, as well as volleyball. And then for the second senior, that is Sarah Schwartz, number 31 for the Lady Wolverines. She came into play averaging .357 in her career, an on base of .482 with 56 hits in 4 seasons, 15 doubles and 3 home runs, all hit via this year, and coming into play with 51 RBI. She has been one of the go-getters, the bats alive this year for Ellwood City softball team. And with that being said, on top of that, Sarah Schwartz will be continuing her sports career at Penn State Barron, playing in softball. Sarah will be majoring in early education and minoring in special education. So once again, the two seniors, congratulations to Caitlin Kreitzer and Sarah Schwartz. So on your screen now, once again, is the standings for 3A Section 2 softball. Baseball's 3A Section 1, softball's 3A Section 2. Top 4 teams clinched playoffs, and they were all clinched midweek last week, or the end of the week, kind of wrap things up there. Mohawk has kind of been setting the tone at the top, although a late loss in section there to Avonworth, just I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago. A loss there to Avonworth kind of spoils their undefeated section play, although they finished the section play at 9-1, 12-4 overall. That 12-4 is going to change a little bit. All these softball teams that are in playoffs, they're going to play at least one or if not two more games, maybe even three, being that they can play up to basically next Wednesday or Thursday. Ellwood City comes in at the number 2 seed, having the head-to-head ratio or the head-to-head games against Avonworth. 2-0, and big sweep there of Avonworth guarantees Ellwood City pretty much the second spot if they would beat Quaker Valley today. If they would by chance lose, then they would have to wait on Avonworth to see how their game goes. But we'll be rooting for the Lady Wolverines to finish hopefully 7-3 in section play. Right now, 6-3, 9-6 overall. They did have a tough loss, a very, very rough loss to Hopewell just yesterday. And we talked to Coach Rosansky, and I would say if you go and ask him real quick, if you were asking him within 5 minutes of that game, he was not happy at all. But I think within 10 minutes of that game, he was like, listen, we got to move on. Let's take care of business. Let's get that 2 seed tomorrow. Let's bounce back against Quaker Valley. And listen, we all know it, folks. It doesn't matter as long as you make playoffs. We've seen it all year long for Ellwood City sports. Make playoffs. You don't know what is in store after that. Anything can happen, even as a 10, 11, 12 seed. I don't see that happening for the Lady Wolverines. With them finishing possibly at the 2 seed in section play, I would expect somewhere in the ballpark range of a 7, 8 seed with possible a little bit better location closer to home for the Lady Wolverines. Avonworth sitting there with a big victory over Mohawk. They improved their record to 12-4. That's only going to help the section in seeding purposes. That may help Avonworth and could possibly bump Avonworth above Ellwood, even though Ellwood has the 2 head-to-head games. We won't cross that agenda of seeding just yet. That'll be determined next week, but they're also 6-3 in section play. And finally, rounding out the 4th spot, that's the Hopewell Vikings. With their victory over the Lady Wolverines, they will finish 5-5 in section play. Maybe some people will consider that a down year for the Vikings after what they've done in the past 2 or 3 years. At the same time, when you're playing against Mohawk, Ellwood, Avonworth, you feel good being that 4th spot, especially 5-5, 8-7 overall. Hopewell Vikings will be part of the 4 teams that make up the section play. Quaker Valley already eliminated, and Beaver Falls Tigers. Both teams sitting there at 1-8. Both teams having those remaining games, so you can kind of do the numbers here. Ellwood versus Quaker Valley, and in the last game, obviously, would be Avonworth versus Beaver Falls. So once again, folks, those are your standings for the section. Some big things coming up across the board in terms of where we're going to be. And a lot of those things will be determined next week. I believe it's May 9th is when they're going to do the seeds and the brackets. That is, I believe, next Friday. I think May 8th or May 7th, I want to say it was the 8th, is the last day that you could play scheduled games. Ellwood City Baseball has gotten all of their section games in, and now this will be the last game of section play for the Lady Wolverines. From here on out, it will be all basically scrimmages in a sense, or exhibitions, just to kind of help your seating a little bit, as well as kind of fill out your schedule and hopefully kind of keep you fresh. We do know there's a couple games going on. We'll do a check-in here shortly of the boys baseball team. They're in action right now against Shenango. The baseball team, as of right now, only has one more game on their schedule. That will be next Monday, a trip down to Montour High School, 7 o'clock at Montour. We'll have that on Ellwood City Game Changer. And in the Lady Wolverines, they've got a couple games left here. They've got the Quaker Valley Quakers today. They got Newcastle and a couple other teams in there that they're trying to set up. It looks like 2 to 3 games next week. I want to say Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly even Thursday they could potentially play, but at least Tuesday and Wednesday for sure. Some section or non-section games there. With that being said, we'll do a quick live update here for baseball. As of right now, we're looking at the scoreboard. It reads 8-3. Last time we checked, it's now 8-4, and unfortunately, the runs are technically continuing. It's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Nate Kennedy for the Wolverines are still pitching. He has 96 pitches, so this will probably be his last at bat. But you got to give credit to the boys team. They were down in the early going. They were down 2-0 and stormed back to make it a 4-3 game, and then a grand slam home run. I believe it was a grand slam home run by Aaron Lake. That is exactly what it was. In the top of the 4th inning, he had a grand slam, 4 runs come across the board, and that's the difference right now. It's 8-4. You can check that out on Game Changer and the video stream. Once again, big shout out there to Coach Biondi for the baseball team. So it looks like we're about ready to go here. Do apologize ahead of time if the voice is not necessarily there, folks. It's been a heck of a past 2 weeks for me, weather-wise, and the viral infection has kind of dampened the spirits a little. But we should be good to go for today as well. Tomorrow we will be covering the promenade and the trip or the red carpet to Viva Las Vegas. So already 3 pitches in here. First pitch. Pitch misses there once again, so that's a ball 4. So right off the bat, an early walk there for Quaker Valley. It's going to be a little bit tough here to kind of read those numbers, and as both teams are wearing the black jerseys. But pitching for the Lady Wolverines, that's Amber McQuistion. First at bat there was a walk, and that was to Carver. So now at the plate is number 6, that's DeGori. Pitch there. Fouled back, makes the count 0-1. Again, big shout out to Coach Schwartz helping us out with the camera here. We are doing this remotely. Not to say it this way, but in reality, I am sitting in my living room setting this up and making this happen as we speak. So a good appreciation there for Ellwood City Sports to Coach Schwartz helping us out. So 0-2 count here to DeGori. There's the pitch, contact in the field of play here. It's going to go to right field, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman there for the Lady Wolverines, Felino, and that will be the first out of this game. So runner at first, there's Carver. DeGori, fly ball there out in the infield to Felino. Now up for the Quaker Valley Quakers, that will be let's see. That'll be in double zeros. Number 0, that's Hoos for Quaker Valley. Bunt attempt there. Throw down to second. Throws there in time. Unfortunately, just a little bit offline. So the runner will take second on the bunt attempt. And they're going to call that a ball. So it's 0-1 count here in the early going. Did not swing at it. Pitch there, fouled off out of the field of play. That'll even the count now, 1-1. Pitch there, contact there to the shortstop, throw to first, and plenty of time. And they're actually going to say that that was an out at second base. My apologies, folks. That quickly ends the top of the inning here. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. In the first inning here, it's still 0-0. Lady Wolverines up to bat next. right, folks, welcome back here to Stiefel Park once again up in Ellwood, Pennsylvania. Bottom of the first, the Lady Wolverines will be up to the plate. Leading off for the Lady Wolverines, that'll be number 11. That's Lena Lucarelli playing at shortstop for Ellwood City. In the second hole, that'll be the second baseman. That will be Felino, number 15. Left field, number 3, Beck in third. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Schwartz, number 31. Then the pitcher, number 24, McQuistion. Catcher, number 25, Prestapine. And then third base, Palumbi, number 14. Center fielder, number 10, Levere. And followed by the last hitter, right fielder, number 2. And that being the senior Kreitzer as well. So that is the lineup for the Lady Wolverines. I got to give credit to the shortstop, Lena Lucarelli, on a nice play there last inning to kind of end it. They did call that caught stealing there at second base for that second out, and then that play throw to first was for the third out. So there you go, folks, if you're keeping track of it with, the scorebook. First pitch swinging there by Lucarelli, fouled back out of play. That'll make the count 0-1 in favor of the pitcher, and the pitcher today is number 4. That's Davis for Quaker Valley. Pitch there up high and misses. Makes the count 1-1. Again, folks, we plan to cover the red carpet to Viva Las Vegas tomorrow, the prom. The red carpet previous to the promenade, starting at 4 o'clock there. Thad Sturgeon will be part of that program, as that one is fouled out of play to the right. That makes the count 1-2. So we'll try our best there. Always, like we always say about the brick building there at the Lincoln High School in the front lobby there. Bear with us. Internet's always going to be trouble there with that location, so we will try our best there. We'll always have it recorded as well and uploaded if needed. But 4 o'clock is our approximate time, 4 to 5 tomorrow at the red carpet. That pitch there fouled back as well. That'll make the count stay there at 1-2 for Lucarelli. Pitch here. Pitched inside, jammed up Lucarelli. She does get contact, and it fouled off down the left field baseline. So she'll stay alive 1-2. Score update for the baseball team. They were scheduled for Western Beaver at 4 o'clock. That one got canceled, and they got shifted to 4:30 start time at Shenango. We do appreciate the Wildcats taking them on. It's top of the 6th. The Wolverines did get out of that jam as a swing and a miss there for strike 3. Lucarelli unfortunately strikes out there for the first out. An 8-6 game, so the boys team do give back a couple runs, 2 runs in fact, but it is top of the 6th there. Ellwood with a 2-run lead in the late goings there. So up next for Ellwood City, first pitch swinging, their contact could be still in the field of play. I think it just went out. So that'll make the count 0-1. That being number 15, that's Felino. That's Crystal Felino. And folks, you can always keep track of everything that we keep score-wise and stats-wise through Game Changer. It's a free app. You can create a free account. Both the softball team as well as the baseball team pay for subscriptions for you guys to catch live video at home for free, so we do appreciate you guys helping out and tuning into the games throughout the entire season. We will know next Friday, where both teams play. Both teams are expected, as long as they keep winning from here on out, the higher seed potentially, which means you kind of get closer to home. With baseball and softball, those seeds all being at a neutral, quote-unquote, neutral site. Contact there to the shortstop, throw to first in time. That'll make 2 going here for Ellwood City.
Up next, number 3, Alexis Beck.
So next for Ellwood City, that'll be number 3, Alexis Beck. Playing in the left field position for Wolverines. First pitch here comes inside. Real close to hitting Beck, but it's actually just going to be a ball one. I think it more deflected off of the glove of the catcher. One oh count here. Contact straight back, fouled off, makes the count even 1-1. One pitch dips outside. I'll make the count 2-1 in favor of Beck. Took some time to do some predictions, as we always do right before the pairing shows and the seeds. And coming into last night's game, prior to the game, it's contact made there, gets past the shortstop, so that'll be a base hit there for Beck. She'll turn and look, and she'll come back to first base. So good contact there, puts Beck there at first. Kind of doing some predictions here before and prior to last night's game against Hopewell. A lot of places were putting Ellwood City as the 5th ranked team in 3A. I think primarily with those upsets and those the sweep of Avonworth kind of helped them to that position. With that being said, I would assume somewhere in that 7-8 range would probably be where the Lady Wolverines fit in, and that means they could potentially play, yes, you guessed it, Ligonier Valley as a possible rematch of last year's 1-0 game there in playoffs. So, again, we'll have all those pairings and everything as normal. That'll be done on social media accounts. Trib will have stuff, and KDKA will have stuff, and we'll share that information as soon as we can. We like to try and cover as much as we can. We know our friends there at Lawrence County Sports Network, James Dodson and his crew, always willing to work with us throughout the year. We know their group has been a little bit all over the place as well, and spring sports is always the toughest to cover. We do appreciate as much as they do as well. 2-2 count here. Deuces wild. 2 outs here for the Lady Wolverines. Runner at first is Beck. The plate is Schwartz, one of our 2 seniors. Good contact. Ripped there to the left side. May hang up there, unfortunately, too long. Although, nope, it dropped and fell. So that'll be a base hit single there for Schwartz. And on the fielding play, she'll take second. So it's now second and third with 2 outs. So good contact there by Schwartz. And they're going to officially score that down as an error. It did hit the glove of the center fielder, Weiser. So unfortunately, that'll go down as an error, but that'll put Schwartz at second, Beck at third. And at the plate, pitcher can help her out. That's number 24, can help herself out. Number 24 being Amber McQuestion. Count here from Davis. Now looking at 20 pitches. That one drops in a little bit off speed. Hits the zone, makes the count 1-1. Here's 1-1 count. Good contact ripped into the field of play here. It's going to hang up long enough. Does she get it? And she does not, so that'll be a foul ball. So that'll keep Ellwood City chances here for some runs in the first inning open and alive. Big thing here for the question is just to try to drive this through the infield. Try to hit it straight back where it comes from. Get a couple runs across the board. Here's the pitch. Drops inside, misses. Fake throw attempt down to third. So that'll make the count now 2-2. Once again, folks, 2-2 count. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Up high, and that misses. So full count. Big opportunity here for McQuestion to help herself out in the early going. 2 pitch. Contact, rip to the right side. This is going to drop for base hit and more. It goes to the fence line. That's going to be a double. 2-run scoring double by Amber McQuistion. It's 2-0 Lady Wolverines in the early going. Bottom of the first.
Now batting number 25, Riley Crestapine.
22 for the pitcher. 22's runner for the pitcher.
So courtesy runner there. Unfortunately, did not get to see that. Will be Caitlin Kreitzer. And it'll be the courtesy runner there at second base. So both seniors in action in this inning. Sorry, that's Kara Kreitzer. My apologies. So the freshman there, number 25 or 22, will take over at second base. First pitch there drops in as ball 1, and that is going to be Riley Prestapine. Second pitch here misses on the inside edge again, and that makes the count early, 2-0 in favor of Prestapine. Prestapine playing the second part of that battery, playing catcher with McQuistion, doing a really solid, good job the past couple years. Someone goes up high, makes the count quickly, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Drops in for a strike right down the middle. I think the hold sign was in play there for Prestapine. 3-1 count. Davis now up to 30 pitches. Here's her 30th pitch. And that misses inside for ball 4. So a nice at bat there for Prestapine. Staying active, yet sitting back and waiting for it to happen. That'll be a walk. So now first and second, and kind of the same scenario we just had. First and second with 2 outs. Prestapine will be courtesy runner as well. That's Talon Crum, number 13. Be at first base. So Kara Kreitzer at second and Crum at first. And that'll bring up number 14. That's Kaylee Palumbi, looking to make something happen. First pitch swing there. Strike 1 out of play here with 2 outs. You can kind of see on your screen there the skies are kind of starting to get a little bit darker. They were calling for rain. Fortunately said that word, I guess. They shouldn't have. They're calling for rain potential at the top of the hour at 7 to 7:15 range. We'll see how that holds up here in Ellwood. You kind of see the sky is starting to get a little darker. Good contact there to this third baseman. Throw to first in time. So a nice little stretch play there from third base for the 3rd out, but not before the damage is done. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 2-0, your Lady Wolverines. Folks, welcome back here as we head to the top of the second inning. First pitch by McQuistion comes in for ball 1. It's a nice bottom inning there. 2 runs scored there on the contact by McQuistion. At the plate, that will be Jarrett, number 21. Second pitch there, fouled straight back. Get the count even 1-1. Score update for baseball, it's 9-6 in favor of Ellwood City. They tack on a run in the 6th inning. They're headed to the 7th. So last inning opportunity here, 9-6 for Ellwood City. Pitch there, drops, gets the call there, makes the count quickly a 1-2 in favor of McQuistion. 1-2 pitch. Contact there, slap to the right side. That's going to be in the field of play for a base hit. And that's going to put the runner, Jarrett, at first with nobody out.
Now batting number 8, Gemma Wagon.
So up next for the Quakers, that will be Weingond, number 8 for Quaker Valley. Playing third base for the Quakers. First pitch comes in outside for ball 1. This Quaker Valley team unfortunately eliminated last week from playoffs with a 1-8 section record. They had an opportunity. They would have had to pull one upset against these Lady Wolverines as well as Hopewell and kind of hope for some extra help along the way to get in, but unfortunately that didn't happen for them. So their season will be officially wrapping up next week. But a lot to play for. A lot of pride here. Contacting the field of play to the right side. It hangs up for the right fielder. That'll be Kreitzer making the play there in right field for the first out.
Next, number 1-5, Leah Weiser.
So next for Quaker Valley Quakers, that will be officially number 15, Weiser. First pitch outside and high for ball 1. Pitch just missing that outside corner, makes it quickly 2-0 in favor of the batter, Weiser. To a count, swing and a miss there. Timing wrong there, makes the count now 2-1. McQuistion sitting there, 21 pitches thrown as we cross the bottom of the hour, 6:32 local time. Contact there, goes to the left side. This could be trouble, just foul, I believe. So that'll make the count now even, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 count. Fouled back. Kind of lucky to stay alive there. McQuistion pitching fast and almost caught Weiser not paying attention there. With the reset. 2-2 count, 1 out, runner at first, and that being Capezzi. Contact there, field of play up the middle, and it looks like the catch was made. So nice catch there by Levere in center field, and that will be 2 gone.
Now batting number 1-3, Elena Sindrick.
So now at the plate will be number 13, Sindrich. Sindrich, a name we've heard a couple times there on the baseball mound, so when in doubt there is some relation there. Question gets ahead 0-1 in the count. Second pitch, swing and a miss, and she gets ahead now 0-2. Looking for a nice, solid, quick inning here. Here's the 0-2 count. Catches the corner for strike 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's Lady Wolverines 2, Quaker Valley 0. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the second inning here from Stiefel Park. It's 2-0 Lady Wolverines. And at the plate now for Ellwood City, that'll be number 10, Kylie Levere. First pitch swinging there, just missing the base down at third baseline. That would have been easily an easy single on the infield here. Make it quickly count 0-1 in favor of the pitcher, Davis, sitting there at 34 pitches now in this early going. Score update for the boys baseball team. It's 11-6 in the seventh inning, and they've got bases loaded with nobody out. And another senior for Ellwood City, senior pitcher number 45, Owen Andrews, gets his first hit of the season. Base hit fly to center field. He tacks on another run. Again, it's 11-6, and they have bases loaded for Ellwood, nobody out against Shenango. So 1-1 count here from the pitcher. Pitch there, swing and a miss. For the second strike, so that'll make the count 1-2.
Believe it, 10. Believe it. You got this, kid. You got this.
Pitch misses there, down low to third. Good stop there by the catcher. Jarrett makes the count even 2-2. There, fortunately missed, and that'll be a strikeout there for 1 out in the bottom of the second. Contact there in the infield there, and fortunately quickly 2 outs there for Lady Wolverines, that being Kreitzer. Pop out there to the third baseman. So quickly 2 gone here for Ellwood City in the bottom of the second. We'll go back to the top of the lineup, and that being Lena Lucarelli. 0 for 1 today so far. Contact inside, down the line, foul, makes the count 1-1. There, foul, makes the count 1-2 for Lucarelli here. Bottom of the second. Here's that 1-2 pitch. Contact fouled straight back again. Into the kitchen and living room. 2 runs scored in the bottom of the first by Amber McQuistion. Base hit there, double. It's got the 2-0 lead here for Ellwood in the early going. 1-2 pitch. Good ripper contact down that left side. And it's going to be a base hit double from the looks of it. Gets past the glove of left fielder. In fact, it's going to go all the way. It's going to be a triple all the way to third base will be the leadoff hitter, and that being Lena Lucarelli with 2 gone. So big opportunity here at the plate. A chance for another run here, and that'll be Crystal Felino, 0 for 1 today. First pitch inside for ball 1. Contact there. This could possibly fall. It does for a base hit. Taken off to second base is Felino. She'll get in there and actually go all the way to third base. Tag's not in time. And, folks, she'll leg it out. It's going to be another triple, this time for Felino. And, in fact, yep, that's what I wondered. They're going to count it as a single and, unfortunately, a fielding error there in right field. But, nonetheless, Felino makes it all the way to third base. So that'll make the score now 3-0 in favor of Ellwood City. Up next is going to be number 3, Alexis Beck. Looking to do some damage here. First pitch, a strike. Last time up, Beck 1 for 1. Pitch there inside. Goes all the way to the backstop. Run will come home, and that's Felino, and she is safe. So just like that, on the errant throw and pitch there by the pitcher Davis, that'll put another run. It's now quickly 4-0 in favor of Ellwood City. Bunch of thunderstorm warnings being issued across the board. That one is fouled back by Beck, makes the count 0-2. Oh, sorry, my apologies, 1-2. We did say weather could play a factor in tonight's game depending on where you're located. Take a moment, look at the radar at the end of the inning. Pitch there up high, and that'll make the count even, 2-2. Fan of radars not looking pretty. That's what we got right now. It does not look pretty around us. So that pitch misses there, makes the count now full 3-2. There's about a 45-minute window or so, or say, to fit this in. 3-2 pitch. Contact rip there, past the shortstop, base hit by Beck. She'll be 2 for 2. She'll turn the corner and come back. So another base hit single for Beck. She'll get on base here again with 2 outs. So that'll bring up next batter to the plate, being Schwartz. That pitch is inside for ball 1. Score update in the baseball game. My goodness, have the tides turned. Bases loaded for Ellwood City, and they continue to be loaded with nobody out. It's 16-6. Wow. As that pitch is fouled back by Schwartz. 7 runs now in this 7th inning. A 9-6 lead has ballooned to 16-6 in favor of the Wolverines. Again, that baseball team done with section play, but looking to kind of improve the record and kind of prove that they are better than what the record says. As a fly ball is caught there in right field for the 3rd out. So we'll head to the top of 3rd. 2 more runs go across the board for the Lady Wolverines. It's 4-0 Ellwood City. right, folks, welcome back here. Timeout there between innings, a little bit faster than normal, a little bit up-paced. First pitch there to the pitcher, now batting. That's Davis. 0-1 count there for McQuistion. Swing and a miss there, and quickly Davis 0 behind the count, 0-2. So we head to the last two batters of the lineup for Quaker Valley. Pitch there, drops in, but just missing low. Makes the count 1-2 for McQuistion. So far today, McQuistion looking at 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout so far. A lot of storm warnings issued till at least 7:15 tonight. Pitch there, swung at, contacted straight back. Inside. Unfortunately, will hit the batter, Davis, so that'll play Davis now at first base. So the last batter in the lineup for Quaker Valley, and that's going to be number 18, that's Sopko. First time, obviously, at the plate here. Contact there, back up through the middle. And it'll go down as a base hit. It literally came right back where it came from, and now that'll plate runners for Quaker Valley with nobody out, first and second. Okay, looks like Owen Andrews will look to close it out for the boys team, a 16-6 lead in that late going 7th inning pitch. So first and second here for Quaker Valley, and at the plate is Carver. Carver, I think first time up was walked. First pitch misses, second pitch misses as well. So quickly behind the 8-ball here is McQuistion, 2-0 count. Contact there, ripped down third baseline, but in foul territory, so that'll make the count now 2-1. Pitch there, thrown, and it's going to be a strikeout, so that'll be the first strikeout of the inning for McQuistion, and the first out as well. Contact there, fouled back. Pitch there, just a little bit up high for ball 1 to leave the count 1-1. First and second, 1 out here, and at the plate is DeGorey, 0 for 1 today. Here's that 0-1 pitch, outside, just missing the plate. Puts McQuistion behind now 2-1. Contact in the field of play. Off the glove of the first baseman and then the second baseman. So that'll put runners now first, second, and third. So bases loaded for Quaker Valley. And again, doing this with 1 out. Bases loaded, 1 out. At the plate is Hoos, 0 for 1 today. Double zeros. First pitch swinging in the field of play. This could be an easy out for Ellwood. Going back is the second baseman, making the catch on the run. And a good throw in. Nobody advances, nobody moves. A nice play there by Crystal Felino. That's a big out for the second out here for Ellwood City.
Now batting number 2-1, Bella Jarrett.
So now batting is number 21. That'll be Jarrett. 1 for 1 today. The one hit here at the top of the lineup. 2 hits for Quaker Valley, looking to make some damage here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch up inside and high. She thought about it, but holds back for 1-0 count. 1-0 count. Contact there. Back to the second baseman. Felino throw to first in time. Give credit to Felino in that inning. Nice back-to-back plays by Felino. We'll get him out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's still 4-0 Ellwood City. All right, folks, welcome back here. So we look to get back in action here. At the plate here for Lady Wolverines, that will be, once again, McQuistion. First pitch there misses for ball 1. Final score there for baseball ends up being a victorious one for Ellwood, 16-6. They score 7 runs in that last 7th inning to win in commanding victory. It always feels good to beat Lawrence County teams, let alone a team that eliminated you last year from playoffs. A 16-6 victory over the Shenango Wildcats. Pitch there. Missing outside, makes the count 3-0 in favor of McQuistion. Pitch there, catches the corner, makes the count now 3-1. Pitch there misses, and that'll be a walk there from McQuistion. She'll go down to first.
Riley Prestapine.
So now at the plate for Lady Wolverines, that'll be Prestapine. So Riley Prestapine at the plate, looking to get a couple more runs here before the weather comes in. Kind of see that the sun is breaking through those clouds to the right side of your screen. First pitch drops in just outside, apparently. Makes count 1-0. First time up, Prestapine was walked. Contact there by Prestapine in the field of play. It's kind of a pop fly though. Catch was made for the out, so one gone here in the early bottom of the third. So up to the plate. That'll be number 14. And that'll be Palumbi. Okay, let's play in third base here. First pitch swing, and that's good contact. Going to hang up there, though. And catch is being made there in center field and doubled up there. Unfortunately, was Kara Kreitzer at first. So a nice play by the center fielder to throw back to first in time. So unfortunately, a double play gets the Quaker Valley Quakers out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the fourth. It's 4-0 Ellwood City. All right, folks, welcome back in. First pitch swinging there. Contact down the baseline is foul. It's early going here, top of the fourth inning. 0-1 count here from the question. At the plate is Weingone. 0 for 1 today. Again, that final score for baseball team, 16-6 victory. What a crooked stat line. 16 runs on 20 hits. They did have 3 errors. The whole shenanigan of 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error in their game. Picking up the victory will be Nate Kennedy. The loss will go to Hauk, but what a 7th inning there for the baseball team. Contact there to the shortstop. Goes through the wickets, unfortunately. That'll go down as an error on Luke Corelli, and that'll put Weingard at first. So at the plate is number 15. That's Weiser. 0 for 1 today. First pitch there. Just missing for ball 1. Contact there in the field of play. Second baseman throw to shortstop. That could be a double. Nope, they're going to say safe at first. Almost a double play there turned by the Lady Wolverines, but they get the sure out at second. Runner does make it there safe to first, so it'll be 1 gone here. Runner at first. Fielder's choice. Nice play, though, by Felino and Luke Raleigh. They almost turned that. Pitch there. They call a strike. Throw it on the second. Not in time, so still on the plate there at second. That's going to be Weiser. She'll take second on the 0-1 count. Contact there fouled back. Makes count quickly 0-2 on the batter, that being Cindric. Pitch there called strike. That'll be a strikeout there for McQuestion. That'll make it 2 gone here for Ellwood City.
Now batting number 4, Addison Davis.
So now batting will be the pitcher. That's Davis, number 4. Walked first time up. Pitch there outside. Ball 1. Runner there at second, 2 outs here. Weiser stole second base last at bat. That pitch there catches the corner for an even of the count, 1-1. Pitch there called strike. McQuestion gets ahead, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 pitch up high. That'll only make the count even now. Deuces, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for McQuestion. Pitch there, just missing. That'll make count now full. Again, all being done with 2 outs. Runner there at second. Pitch there called third strike, and a quick 1-2-3 the hard way for Lady Wolverines. Other than that, stolen base there at second. Pretty good inning. McQuestion gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 4-0 Lady Wolverines. Folks, welcome back here. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still, the score is in favor of the Lady Wolverines, 4-0. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. So far, that's been the difference. 4 runs for Ellwood City. Doing that on 6 hits so far. Good contact by Ellwood in this one, nonetheless. Pitching still on the mound for Quaker Valley. That'll be Davis. 3 innings so far, 6 hits given up, 4 runs with 2 of them being earned. In fact, that's actually going to be a change of pitchers. It's now going to be Hoos pitching on the mound. So Davis does check out. So Hoos will take over now on the mound. At the plate, that is Kylie Levere. She's ahead 2-0 in the count here. Good contact swing right up the middle, though. It's going to hang up there, and unfortunately, be caught there at center field back to the wall, though. So that's a good contact. It'll go down as a loud out, though, for Levere.
Now batting number 2, Caitlin Kreitzer.
It's now batting for Ellwood City. That'll be number 2. That's the senior, Caitlin Kreitzer. 0 for 1 today so far. That pitch drops in low for ball 1. Count misses outside. Makes count 2-0 in favor of the batter. Pitch outside again, makes count 3-0. Rain's kind of being delayed just the slightest bit, looking like 7:45 time when it possibly could come through. 7:45 to 8 range. So at least it's looking like, as of right now, it's kind of holding off just a bit where this game will definitely get in. One count here. Good contact there. Good play by the shortstop. Throw to first and plenty of time. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Baseball-wise, you had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 individuals that go for 3 hits. Jacob Biscup went for 3 for 5. Aaron Lake 3 for 4 with the grand slam. Will Nardone 3 for 4, and Gino Biondi 3 for 5. As Ellwood City boys team went 20 for 37. Folks, that's over 500 batting. That is pretty darn good. Nonetheless, good contact by Ellwood City today. Well-needed hits across the board. Couple pitches outside here makes the count quickly. Favor the batter, Kreitzer. Sorry, my apologies. We get caught up here a little bit. This is Luke Relly batting. There we go. Caught up now. 2-1 count to Luke Relly. Lena 1 for 2 today so far. Lena, one of the multi-sport athletes on this softball team, coming off of girls basketball run with Caitlin Kreitzer as well. 1-2 count outside, and that'll be a walk. So they're actually going to go a 4-pitch walk instead. So redact that one strike call there. So Lena Lucarelli there on the walk to first base. Now the plate is Crystal Felino, 1 for 2 today. Batting with 2 outs here. Pitch outside for ball 1. Little update for those keeping track at home or away from ESPN. Looks like the New York Rangers are set to hire Mike Sullivan as their starting head coach here. So a little bit of hockey news that Sullivan will be taking over New York Rangers job. So kind of interesting there. You'll definitely see Sullivan again next year. If you're a fan of the Pirates, don't have to keep track of what they did today. It's pretty easy when you can tally up all the L's. Sounds harsh, but that's what happens with the Pirates. Pitch there, drops in for a strike. That'll make the count 1-2 as we get back to softball here. At the plate still is Felino. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Luke Gurley there at first. Here's the pitch. Just excuse me, swing there by Felino. She almost beats it out there at first base. And actually, I think they're going to say, yes, she did. Yep, she's safe there at first. Good hustle by Felino out of the box. Tough play there by the third baseman, Weingard. She got it there, but nice play and run by Felino. So first and third now with 2 outs. And this has kind of been the story for the Lady Wolverines today. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular, but just get a runner on and all of a sudden make things happen. It looks like on that play, Felino will take second base there. Contact there. It's going to be a play for the second base or third or first in time. So unfortunately, Lady Wolverines will be held in check. We'll head officially to the top of the fifth. It's 4-0 Ellwood City. All right, folks, welcome back in. We're going to quickly head to the top of the fifth inning here. Ellwood City pitching once again is McQuistion. Good contact down that first base line. That'll be a base hit single. First pitch swinging there for Quaker Valley by Sopko. So played her at first. Now at the plate now for Quaker Valley. That's McCarver, 0 for 1 today. Second time for Quaker Valley. They got the first batter on the bases. Pitch misses there to make the count even 1-1. Again, so far to the book on McQuistion. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits. No runs against, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Very efficient, very similar to what we're seeing with McQuistion. The big storyline on McQuistion, she went over 300 strikeouts on the year a couple games ago, and she's quickly on her ride to at least 400. Is definitely reachable and doable this year for sure, including playoffs. Looking to get the 500 in her senior year next year. She's just a junior for Ellwood City. Pitch contact, good contact. That's going to be in fair territory. That's a base hit double at least. And that'll plate the runners at second and third now with nobody out. Quaker Valley in business now, still with nobody out. Give credit to Carver there with good contact down that third base line. So at the plate now, that'll be DeGory, number 6, 0 for 2 today. Well, this lineup here for Quaker Valley has kind of struggled just a little bit, but starting to get things going at the top. Here's 1-0 pitch. This is outside quickly. Question falls behind 2-0. Contact there, fouled back. Play, makes count now 2-1. Again, folks, both baseball and softball will be in action next week. Off tomorrow. It is prom night tomorrow night, Viva Las Vegas style. We'll do a little bit of a preview of that. Base hit contact up through the middle. That's going to plate 1. Field and throw comes in late, but keeps the run from scoring, although that'll put DeGory from first to second now. So second and third. And the run comes across, so that'll make the score now 4-1. That lead trimmed down to just 3 runs. Contact there to the right side, out of play. going to make the count 0-1 in favor of McQuestion here.
No, my virgin ears. It is my birthday.
As of right now for softball, their schedule remains with Newcastle and Hickory next Tuesday and Wednesday. Now they're looking to potentially add maybe another game. It's kind of doubtful being played Tuesday and Wednesday, but looking for at least 2 more games to get in. Contact there, ripped right back up the middle. That's another base hit, and that will play 2 runs as that comes across as a double for Hoos. And just like that, folks, oh boy, it's all of a sudden 4-3. That lead has been trimmed to 1, and still doing that with nobody out is Quaker Valley. All of a sudden the bats come alive. Quaker Valley held in check with just 2 hits. They've had 4 in this inning. So 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors so far for Quaker Valley. Pitch there inside, just missing the corner of Jarrett. Makes the count 1-0. The 1-1 pitch from McQuestion. Contact there, but fouled out of play. Makes the count 1-2. Now to the batter being Jarrett. Hoos with that double, RBI double with 2 runs come across. It's a big at bat there. Now 4-3. Ellwood's lead trimmed just to 1 run here. Back end of this game. Inside, swung a little early by Jarrett there and fouled off, so I'll keep the count here even 2-2. Pitch outside, pushes this to a full count here, 3-2. There, fouled back again. Good battle here between Jarrett and McQuestion. You know, a couple people reporting some power outages up north of us already. If you were in the Mercer area, you already got a lot of contact and a lot of damage today alone as that continues. So that pitch there outside, so they'll plate the runner at first. So again, folks, first and now second, nobody out. This is danger time here for Lady Wolverines. Got to get something in the field of play as an out. There, called strike. Contact there, fouled off, so McQuestion gets ahead 0-2 in the early going here of the at-bat. Pitch there called, 3rd strike, and a big strike out there by Amber McQuestion for the first out. It allowed out. Not been easy this inning for Ellwood City, but 1 gone here 2 runners on. McQuestion on the year so far, a 1.44 ERA, 9-5 overall in those 14 games. This being the 15th or the 16th coming in. Giving up 66 hits, 62 runs, but only 18 of those 62 have been earned. And unfortunately, maybe not the biggest storyline, but this has been the Lady Wolverine season this year. A bunch of errors. Pitch there up high, swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeout, punch-outs by McQuestion. Loud outs, loud strikeouts. So now at the plate, that'll be Kidney, number 7. She'll be doing the pinch hitting here for Quaker Valley, and a big opportunity, first and second with 2 outs. Pitch there, just missing up high, just a tad bit up high for a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch inside, misses the plate. Kidney gets ahead 2-0. Count from McQuestion. That time catches a corner on the outside edge, makes it count 2-1. Again, a big shout out to Coach Biondi for baseball and Coach Schwartz for softball doing the videography. Camera system not too hard. It's actually pretty easy to cover these games, but we do appreciate them helping. They kind of have to give up their phone for an internet connection to make these things happen, so we do appreciate it. And with our sickness here, specifically myself this past week, it's been pretty tough to get to games, so we do appreciate the coverage that we've had during the season. It looks like we may have an injury here. Not really sure what's up per se. There's a little bit of a delay in the game. Not really sure exactly what happened here. Something happened there at shortstop, I believe. It's a little breakage in the action as trainer Miller comes out and works with the girls there. It looks like there may be a little bit of an injury. While we have this timeout again, folks, we remind everybody that standings-wise, you have Mohawk, Ellwood City, Avonworth, as well as Hopewell all clinched for playoffs. Those 4 teams will be representing the 3A Section 2. Mohawk will probably be a 2 or 3 seed. With that being said, Ellwood and Avonworth will probably battle for the 6, 7, 8 range, and then Hopewell will be probably 11 or 12. If you haven't watched it, folks, that's there is a team out there, a team we relatively know well, not only for basketball this season, not only for football, South Park, but a softball team that Ellwood actually had to play against a couple times last year, or not last year, a couple years ago. South Park, really dominant softball program there 4 or 5 years ago, and once again they have another good solid squad, and they remain undefeated. They are 16-0, folks, and we'll definitely say that South Park will definitely have that number 1 seed in 3A Section 2, with Mohawk being there a close second or third for sure. So it looks like we kind of got out of our little break in the action. I wonder if it was just a little, maybe it was a little stinger, or not sure exactly how that went down with the pitcher maybe having the ball. I wonder if it maybe a sting or something or like a bee sting or something, but I don't want to speculate. But trainer comes off and head coach Gary Rosansky takes his position, so we're ready to go here, folks. Again, top of the 5th, 2-2 pitch here, 2 outs. That pitch there right back to McQuestion. It goes off the glove. Throw to first in time, though, by Lucarelli. that'll end the inning. And wow, what a way to end the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's still Ellwood City by 1, 4-3. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the fifth inning as we get underway here for the Lady Wolverines coming back up to bat-wise, and that will be Sarah Schwartz, number 31, batting. 1 for 2 today so far. Who's still on the mound? A couple defensive position changes there for Quaker Valley. Kind of a couple players re-entering from the looks of it. Everybody back to their normal positions. Bottom of the fifth inning here. I would say looking to kind of hang on in this one. So that pitch misses there, makes it count 2-0. Good contact by Schwartz. Trailing off, though, past the third baseline. That'll be foul, so that makes the count 2-1 now. Hoos has come in to relieve Davis an inning ago. Davis finishes with 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those earned, 2 walks and 2 strikes. And since then, Hoos, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. So give credit to Hoos here so far, kind of keeping this one in check for Quaker Valley. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, makes the count now 3-1. Not as crooked score line as the baseball team today that went and saw 22 runs being scored between the two teams. Good contact by Schwartz. That's going to be a base hit. She'll turn and look, and she'll come back. Base hit single there for Schwartz. She's been lights out swinging the bat here, sitting there at first base.
Up next, number 24, Amber McQuiston.
First pitch there outside for ball 1. That'll be Amber McQuiston. 1 for 1 today. Looking to do some damage. Last time up, she did get the base hit to score 2 runs. That may be why they're kind of pitching the Amber on the outside edge. Contact there, line drive down the baseline. It's in fair territory. They'll turn for second and third, and they get in standing up. So a nice bat there from Amber McQuiston. The second time today, a double. It doesn't score any runs, but it puts Schwartz at third and McQuiston now at second. Nobody out.
Now batting, number 25, Riley Prestapine.
So second will now be played by Kara Kreitzer. She'll do the courtesy running there for the pitcher, McQuistion. Schwartz there at third. First pitch up high for ball one, and that is at the plate is Riley Prestapine. And Riley was tearing the cover off the softball last year, and she's continued doing that this year. Looking to make a statement here. Maybe get too quickly 2 runs back. Set up the Lady Wolverines on the back end. 2 more innings to go or so. Pitch outside. Puts Prestapine ahead 2-1. Prestapine playing at that catcher position. 2-1 pitch outside, and quickly the count goes to 3-1, so they're pitching away from Prestapine. Last time up, Prestapine 0 for 1, but she has been walked, and she does not mind waiting, holding back as that pitch goes outside. This time drops inside, and unfortunately she got caught looking back at the umpire, hoping not for a call, but it was called. It's a full count, 3-2. Here's the full count pitch. Good contact by Prestapine, but early on the swing there goes foul. She'll stay alive, 3-2. Full count pitch from Hoos. Outside, ball 4, and that'll put runners now first, second, and third. Again, with nobody out, and this is something the Lady Wolverines haven't had in the past couple of games. You can talk to the coaches there. They've been kind of lackluster in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. Most of their damage has been done in the early going, but this is a good trend here so far in this inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Crum will take over at first for courtesy runner, and Plumby's up at the plate. First pitch, Mitch is outside, makes the count 1-0 in favor of Plumby. That one up high, and that'll make the count now 2-0. Throw down the third baseman is past the third baseman's glove, and that'll plate the runner. Schwartz on the throwing error by the catcher, and that'll make the score now 5-3 in favor of Ellwood. And that's one of the easier ways to get the run scored. Give credit. Good base running there by Schwartz. 5-3 now, Ellwood City. Pitch there, catches the outside corner, makes the count now 2-1. So 5-3. First and second base, nobody out, and a 2-1 count. Bunt attempt there, good bunt there by Plumby, no throw, and that'll put runners first, second, third. A base hit there, bunt attempt by Plumby.
Now batting number 10, Kylie Levere.
It's now batting for Ellwood City. That'll be Kylie Levere, 0 for 2 today. A strikeout, but good opportunity here. Anything in the field of play, anything out of the infield will plate you a couple runs for sure. First pitch outside for ball 1. Count. Bunt attempt again, pulled back. That one goes low in the third. That'll make the count now 2-0 in favor of Levere. Here's the 2-0 count. Bunt attempt pulled back, although was actually struck, so that'll be a strike. We'll make the count 2-1 now. It's a 2-1 count here to Levere. Here's the pitch from Hoos. Outside, and quickly Levere is ahead now 3-1. Nowhere to put him, folks. Bases loaded, nobody out. Any walk here, it's going to plate another run. Pitch misses outside for ball 4, and that'll play it in a run. It's now 6-3. Nobody out. Base is loaded, and the damage continues for Ellwood City here. They come back with 2 runs, big runs here nonetheless, after giving up 2 of them in the last inning. Now batting will be Caitlin Kreitzer. First pitch drops in low for ball 1. You'll see kind of like in baseball, they'll throw to first base, kind of like that. The flip side here, softball, they'll throw to third baseline. Runner back safe though. Pitch outside makes the count now 2-0. It's all about the games, folks. Play some sneaky little games though on the bases. Can either hurt you or can help you out. 2-0 count. Outside for ball 3. There's a fake attempt throw to first, but look back to third. And it looks like we may have a pitching change potentially. We're going to have time called by the coach for Quaker Valley. Again, folks, if you want to catch all the action, check us out on our Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, www.ecwolverines.com. We've been updated with everything. We try to keep the schedule updated, although the schedule does change on the fly. Today's game for baseball changed literally about ballpark range 1:30, 1 in the afternoon. So a lot of changes always happen nonetheless. But again, check us out. We're going to have some more updates. We still have film to put up from football back in the 96 range. So a lot of things still coming for spring and summer seasons. That pitch there by Hoos drops in for strike. Makes count now 3-1. Pitch there, misses outside for ball 4, and that'll plate another run. So it's now 7-3. Runner comes in to score, and that will be now 3 runs in the inning. Nobody out. And I would say just basically marching around the bases now. That'll put Lucarelli at the plate. First pitch there called strike. Lucarelli looking to do some damage here. 1 for 2. The top of the lineup here. There's a big opportunity. Base hit here. Could plate more than just 1 run. That one's fouled off the left side. That'll make the count now 0-2. Hoos, I believe, started this inning right around 24 pitches and now is up over the 50 pitch mark. So rough inning here on the mound. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up high, that'll make the count now 1-2. One-two count. Contact there, but fouled back. That'll keep Lucarelli alive here. Ellwood City so far 10 hits for 7 runs, 2 errors. Quaker Valley 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 errors. They're going to call a strike there. Officially on Lucarelli. The throw down there to third baseman is offline, so there'll be a throwing error, and that's going to plate another run. So there will be at least 1 out for Quaker Valley, and that'll actually plate the second run as well. So that'll now officially make it 9-3 with a runner still out at second base being Kara Kreitzer. So 9-3, Kreitzer at second with 1 out, and up at the plate now is Felino looking to add to this list. Pitch outside for ball 1. Baseball, it was the late going of the 7th inning. 7 runs go up there. Good contact by Felino. Is that in fair play? Yes, it is. Good contact by Felino. That'll be a stand-up double, and that'll plate another run. She's thinking 3. Oh, she'll be pulled back to second, and she is tagged out. But it was in the field of play, so that will score a run. But umpire comes out. He's going to challenge. See what they're saying here. it's going to be a base hit for Felino. Seeing what they're saying here. I believe everything's okay. Felino would be out at second base, so there's going to be 2 outs, but that did plate the run, so it's now officially 10-3 in favor of Ellwood. What I was getting at was baseball, 7th inning, they had 7 runs go up. Now softball having their opportunity. Beck hits a little pop fly there to first base for the 3rd out, but not before Ellwood City puts up 6 big runs. It's now Ellwood City Lady Wolverines up 10-3. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Folks, welcome back here. Headed to the top of the 6th inning. Quaker Valley now batting here. First pitch there by McQuistion. Just misses outside for ball 1. That pitch misses outside again. Makes the count now 2-0. 6 runs come across for Lady Wolverines. Nice to see that in the late going here. Give them the lead now 10-3. Pitch there, fouled off. Back to the left. That'll make the count now 2-1. As that is Capizotto, number 10, at the plate. Getting their second. Well, first at bat of the evening as they were walked last time up. Pitch there swung at and missed. Makes the count now even 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Foul straight back here to the camera. So keep Capizotto alive. 2-2 count. Again, big storyline of the day. Ellwood City Baseball with a victory 16-6 over the team that eliminated them from playoffs last year, Shenango Wildcats. A big home run, a grand slam by none other than Aaron Lake. Has been doing it on the pitching mound. Now played 4 runs midway through that game, and they go on to win 16-6. And folks, people don't locally. I mean, people are starting to realize that Aaron Lake pitching this season is something like no other. You got to give him credit. He's been playing very well on the mound, and anytime you have an ERA in 8 or 9 appearances on the year, a 6-0 record, but 8 or 9 appearances, you're sitting there with an ERA of .62. You're doing something right. So Capizotto gets on at first base here. First pitch outside for ball 1, and that will be Sopko. Sopko 2 for 2. She's been the offense here so far in this one for Quaker Valley. She got the ball running last time up. Her at bat is what plated some runs there for Quaker Valley. As the radar check, and it's starting to look not so pretty, folks. The radar's, well, they say the radar never lies, but so far it's danced around us a little bit. We'll see how much we can dance more. Pitch outside, misses again, so they'll make the count now, I believe, 3-1. Looks like they're calling for rain in the area in the next 20 to 25 minutes or less. And that's going to be a walk there by McQuistion, so they'll put runners at first and second with nobody out. And that has been a trend the past 2 innings for Ellwood. Not the best start to the inning. Carver will come up 1 for 2. First pitch here, fouled back, makes the count 0-1. McQuistion up over that 100 pitch mark already, officially at 106. One on count. Drops in. Sorry, makes the count now 0-2. My apologies. Pitch comes in just high and outside just a little bit. Makes the count now 1-2. Two pitch drops in, called third strike, and another big strikeout by McQuistion. That's been the bread and butter. Now officially staring at 7 strikeouts in the game for McQuistion. Now batting will be number 6, DeGory, 1 for 3 today. First pitch here, misses outside. Oh, they're going to call it just on the outside corner. Maybe a little thank you pitch there. Called by the umpire. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss there. Sorry, fouled ball. Technically makes it now 0-2. Pitches come in on that the base. Again, it's about where it crosses over. It's not necessarily where it finishes. 0-2 count. Inside, just missing, and that'll make the count 1-2. Also helps when you have catchers that can frame pitches very well in the outside corners. Pitch there, off-speed pitch by McQuistion. Strike 3 and back-to-back strikeouts. The 3rd time she's done that today in 3 different innings. First and second now, but this time 2 outs. At the plate is Hoos, 1 for 3. Her hit also helped Quaker Valley get on the board. Pitch outside for ball 1. Yep, and they're going to officially catch the runner out there, basically. And so that'll be the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 unconventional strikeouts and a couple plays in the field by Ellwood City. We'll get them out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 10-3 Ellwood City. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ellwood City will come to the plate here, and that will be, I believe, number 31, Sarah Schwartz, batting once again. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ellwood up 10-3, looking to close this one out. Quaker Valley will have one more chance if they can get there at the top of the 7th inning. Ellwood looking to close out with a 7-3 section record. That's That's back-to-back pitches on the outside edge. 2-0 count for Schwartz. Here's a 2-0 pitch outside again, and now make it quickly 3-0 for Schwartz. 2 for 3 today. Pitch inside, drops right in for a strike. Makes count now 3-1. Count outside for ball 4. So I'll play Schwartz now up first. Again, folks, appreciate you tuning in to senior night here for Ellwood City softball team. Big night nonetheless, looking to close out section play for both baseball and softball. It is May weather. It is May. I will not sing any song for you guys. I know people know it. If you're old enough, you'll know the song there. I think that's what, Justin Timberlake, something about it gonna be something, and I'm not gonna sing for you. It's too early for that, although it is May 1st. 2-0 count. Misses there, makes it now 3-0. So 7 straight pitches by Quaker Valley pitcher Hoos. Has Ellwood in front here, 3-0 count in this at bat. That one drops low, gets called though, makes count 3-1. Question at the plate, 2 for 2 today. Gonna just trying to get something swung at. Take a walk though. Swing there, foul out of play, and that'll make the count now full 3-2. So 3-2 count here. Here's the pitch from Hoos. Outside edge, ball 4, and back-to-back walks here. Puts Ellwood City in the driver's seat. Schwartz and Kreitzer, courtesy runner Kreitzer, will be there for question. As umpire tells them to speed it up a little bit here, because I think they know they want to try and get this in before anything happens. About 15 minutes or so away from some weather in the area. First pitch there, down low for ball 1. Riley pressed the pine at the plate. 0 for 1 today, but walked, I believe, now twice. Next pitch there for ball. Actually, they're going to say hit by pitch, so that'll put runners now first, second, and third. So Riley, I know she wants to hit 0 for 1 today, but 2 walks and hit by pitch, and she's been on bat now, or on base 3 times. And she looks at her as her foot. So that'll put Jaden Allwine, number 12. She'll be base running there at first for Press the Pine.
The person in the outfield needs to turn their lights off, please. Thank you.
Must have been something behind the fence line in the outfield there. We'll get back on the way here. Base is loaded. First pitch, called strike there. Palombi will be batting here. A 1 count. Outside makes the count even. Well, 1-1. Big at bat here for Ellwood, looking to push some runs across here. Good contact there. Gets past the third baseman's glove. That's going to plate at least 1. They're going to send the second runner, and that being Kreitzer. She comes across. That'll make 2 runs score, and it will be now 12-3 in favor of Ellwood City. And first and third, I believe, we're set up with nobody out. We're going to say first and second, actually. Allwine was held there at second base. So Allwine at second, Palumbi at first, and Kylie Levere up at the plate. Looking to get one more run. 10-run effect can come into play. First pitch, called strike. 15 runs after 3 innings, 10 runs after 5. What is the home team here? So all they need to do is score one more run. And this one would be in the books. That one foul out of play, makes count now 0-2. Two off the 3 now. Two strikes. Pitcher up high for a ball. Nobody out for Levere. Pitch outside. Now brings back the count, now even at 2-2. Two count. Outside, it pushes it full now. 3-2. First and second, nobody out. Ellwood looking for any contact in the field of play. Here's the full count pitch. Contact there, fouled, off. Staying live is Levere. Two count again. Outside ball 4, and that'll put Levere now at first. So bases loaded again, nobody out. And that'll bring up Caitlin Kreitzer, a senior here. She can make this happen. Any contact in the field of play, unless they can turn 3 outs, this could end the game right here. First pitch down low for ball 1. 1-0 count. Contact there by Caitlin in the field of play. Comes home. Nice play by the third baseman for the force out. So that'll keep the score still 12-3. Nice play by the third baseman.
Now batting number 1-1, Lena Lucarelli.
Now batting back at the top lineup. That'll be number 11, Lena Lucarelli. Here's the pitch. High and outside for ball 1. One 0 count. Contact there. It stays up. Base hit there once again by Lucarelli. That'll plate the runs. And the run will be tagged out there, but it doesn't matter either way. That should end this, folks. Final score in favor of Ellwood, 13-3. The base hit contact there by Lena Lucarelli finishes this one in the books. So again, nice play there by Lena Lucarelli at the plate. Base hit contact there. We'll give them the final run of a 13-3 victory. The scoreline, 3 runs for Quaker Valley on 6 hits, 4 errors. And then for Ellwood, the Bats did a 13 runs on 13 hits, 3 errors. Take the boys and the girls and add them together. 33 hits combined by Ellwood City teams today. That will get the job done, folks. The boys were 20 of 37. The girls 13 of 27. Wow. A lot of good contact. And in fact, for Lady Wolverines, Felino had 3 hits, but everybody basically 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits for Lucarelli, 2 hits for Beck, 2 hits for Schwartz, 2 hits for McQuistion, 2 hits for Palumbi. Good balance attack there by Ellwood City to pick up the victory. They will improve to 10-6. They'll hit the 10 double-digit mark. 10-6, 7-3 in section play. Looking to bounce back after last night's game. I can tell you, head coach Gary Rosansky will be very pleased with the way that they played. And we'll quickly say within 10 minutes, hey, it's on to next week. We got 2 more games on the slate, and Friday next week, May 9th, we will now we'll know the selection show, and we'll know the brackets for baseball and softball. We'll see what we can do coverage-wise. We always like to see what we can do in those first opening rounds alongside with Lawrence County Sports Network. The victory will go to McQuistion. She finishes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Another McQuistion-esque softball victory. So once again, final score here, 13-3 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. They improved to 10-6, 7-3 in section play, and we'll finish the season next week on the docket. For Ellwood City Sports, Brad Woodenhorse here on senior night. Once again, congratulations to our 2 seniors, Caitlin Kreitzer and Sarah Schwartz, as well as the rest of the crew. Good night, folks. We'll see you next week. Some big games coming around the corner. Tomorrow, though, we'll see you, if you're on the air, red carpet to Viva Las Vegas, 4 o'clock tomorrow for prom. Once again, good night, folks, and we'll see you next week.